What's up, guys, and welcome to episode number 13 of Rowett Returns. We've been going well. We're going to have a four-game episode where we play Reading, Huddersfield, Derby, and Forest. Forest again after we beat them 2-0. They'll be looking for revenge in a couple of weeks' time. But first of all, first thing is first, we have the draw for the FA Cup. So you've got like Telford, Man United, Chelsea, Macclesfield. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do them this way, simply because it's easier. And Chelsea no. Brentford, we take that. Oh, tough tie. And just see if we can catch us if we pop up any of these games. Keep going. Oh, there we are. Cambridge or Tranmere will face Birmingham City. So we're away at Cambridge or Tranmere, both League Two sides. So we'll take either of them, and hopefully we can progress on into the fourth round, hopefully, of the FA Cup, and just see how far we can go. I mean, we know we're realistic. We know probably gonna struggle a little bit in terms of beating Premier League sides, etc. But we can go as far as we can go, and let's see what happens. I mean, here the fixture we've got Reading, Huddersfield, Derby, and Forest. So if we go into the competitions, you got Reading just outside the playoffs at the moment. You got Forest, who are obviously top, and then you've got Derby, who are here, 12th place, and Huddersfield, who are here. So I think out of the 4 games, I'm going to be aiming for about 7 points. So that's 2 wins, a draw, and a loss, or any other magical way that you can make up that amount of points from them games. But that's what we're going to go for. I'd be happy with that. We're going to get on and into our first game. I'll skip it through up to the Reading game in 5 days' time, and I'll show you the team that we're going to go with. So, guys, as we said, we've got Reading at home, and we've got Cottrell and Duffy playing together for like I said in the last episode, one of the first times this season. They've only played under 5 games together this season with injuries. That has been a real concern, hasn't it, with the new football manager coming out? We've got 4 injuries ourselves, so ours haven't been too bad. I've heard horror stories of 11, 12, 13 injuries at one time, which we wouldn't be able to cope with. But we've got a fairly, a squad that's got backup in good positions. We've got seem to have a couple of right back, left back people that can play more than one position. So we're going to go into the Reading game, and hopefully we can get another 3 points. And as I was saying about the injuries, I just feel like we have got the backup. Like when we had Duffy out and when we had Cottrell out, we had Damari to step in, we had Shinnie to step in. And I think I was a bit lucky because these players played well. But we also had Wes Thomas. He played well as well for us when we had Donaldson out at the start of the season, and we've brought Maynard in. So we have got cover in good places, and I think that has put us in good stead so we can mix the team up and keep them fresh. And I think keeping players fresh is the main part of success in football manager. You don't want to be playing players that haven't got good fitness, but hopefully we can pull off a win here at home to Reading. It's a big game, and I think this is just the opening attack. They're usually like a little intro, so we'll just make sure that this one doesn't come through. No, it doesn't. Been a bit of a quiet first half with absolutely no chances, and we have had this times this season where we haven't been able to break teams down. I mean, they haven't had a shot on target. We've had 4, but we haven't seen any of them. We've had 52% possession, so we have had areas of play where we have been good. So we're going to stay calm and just say we can still win this. Just work hard, and the result can come. I'm tempted to put Callum Riley on in a position instead of Gleeson just because of his lack of fitness, and bring David Davis forward because he likes to unlock a door or two. Chance for Blues from the corner. We love a good corner. And here's David Davis into Clayton Donaldson. Has he won a penalty? Yeah, he has won a penalty this time. I think it's Duffy who won the penalty. And a real chance for Blues now from the penalty spot. Who's going to be the man to take it? Is it Neil Eardley? Usually we have Clayton take our penalties. He did miss his last one, if we remember rightly. It's Neil Eardley, and he's missed this one. And we've missed again. And this is going to start to become a real problem if we're going to miss our chances from the penalty spot. Corner for Blues, 86th minute, we've brought Nicky Maynard on. Here's Eardley, knocks it, Nicky Maynard, chance, and it's deflected away and smashed clear, but that was a really, really good opportunity. Spearing's going to collect the ball, and this one looks like that was our chance. We've had 2 chances from corners, and obviously the penalty, which we won from the corners. Frustrating this one because we should have won it. Look at the stats there, 7 shots on target. They haven't even had a shot on target, Reading. That's... they haven't threatened. We should have tried to push forward. I did bring Maynard on, did bring Denny Johnston on to try and create something, but we just lacked a bit of creativity there, and probably get the training on attacking movement in the next game. It wasn't good enough because we should have won the game, to be honest. I'm going to go through quickly because a lad asked in the comments if I could show you the corner set pieces and how we set them up, because they have created chances in this game. There were 2 main chances in which we won the penalty from. It was a big chance, that. So anyway, we'll go into the tactics and I'll show you the set pieces. How do you get set piece creator? Here we go. So we go to our attacking corners even. Go back one. There we go. So we basically have Randolph does what he does. You know, he's not going to come up for corners. You have Neil Erdley lurking outside the area, which I'm thinking about changing to David Davis. So I'm going to change that to offer the short option, and then David Davis lurking outside the area, just so he's got a bit more quality on the edge of that box. Then you've got Edgar standing on the far post, Packwood changing the keeper. You got 2 staying back, and then basically the idea is to just create a bit of space on this edge of the box. And this man here gets passed in to Davis, and then he knocks it to Donaldson. They have some space. So that's basically the attacking set pieces for you guys that wanted to see how we go about setting up our tactics for the set pieces. And they do work. They haven't been patched. But at the end of the day, we've got to look at it, and we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 games unbeaten. But as I said at the start of the season, it's not all about unbeaten games, because if you take these 2 games, for example, the Blackpool and Reading, if we won and lost one of those, we'd have an extra point. So it's not all about keeping your unbeaten run, it's about winning games, and that's what we're going to have to look to do at Huddersfield. So I was slightly disappointed in the Reading game. We've got to look at it and be honest, they were outside the playoff zone. They're in and they're there or thereabouts, so it is a good result. The fact that they didn't have a shot on target is the slightly disappointing element of the game, and the fact we were at home, that we couldn't create more chances. That's what I found slightly disappointing. But we go into the game against Huddersfield now, and it's possibly an opportunity to bring Shinnie in this position. He hasn't played central this season yet, so I'm going to give him that opportunity to go and shine and show me something, and hopefully he can be the difference between us creating something and, unlike last week, not creating something. So as I was submitting the squad, I did realise that Shinnie hasn't got that much fitness, and I was going to take a risk on him to create, but we've just gone 1-0 behind, a long ball into the box, and it's his first ever goal, Robinson, for Huddersfield. You'll see the stats in a second. We have absolutely battered them. We're on 60-odd% possession, but it's a goal slightly against the run of play for Huddersfield, and that's a worry considering our lack of creative chances recently. So Randolph has got a chance to smash the ball forward, but it's only as far as Cottrell, and that ball is lost, and we've controlled the game, but we haven't done anything with it when we've had it. But finally Hancock's nicks in front, and he sent Duffy off, but he's lost possession now, and Blue's looking to nick it back. The ball is in and around the right area, but it's going to go straight over the top. Edgar with a good header. Spearing knocks it on, and we just can't get the ball down and get control of it. But finally Duffy can have a run, open his legs up, find Davis on the inside. Can he find a ball into anybody? Duffy's inside the area. Hancock, we seem to have got stuck on the edge of the box, but can we turn and get a ball in? Duffy can. Real good from Duffy, and Cottrell's there, and Birmingham equalise. Really, really good move and well worked, and it's nice to see Duffy and Cottrell linking up there, and we are back level. So half time, and it's 1-1. We have created a goal, which is obviously good news. We need that little bit more, and Shinnie is going to have to come off because of 66% fitness. That was a bit of an error. I don't usually make them sort of mistakes. I usually have a good look at them before deciding on how I'm going to work the team, but that hasn't worked. We're going to have to bring Gleeson on. He hasn't got the best, and he hasn't been playing very well. He asked for first team football. I gave it him, and I'm hoping to see something from him. So it's very apparent we seem to be missing McLeod for that creative spark, but we have got the ball in and around the right areas, and here is Gleeson looking to make an impression. He's just lost the possession. That's really, really frustrating because I really want him to show something, Gleeson. He's been asking to play, and when he hasn't been good enough, and Bunn has put them 2-1 ahead, and that is a ball loss from Gleeson. We weren't set when they broke, and that is really, really frustrating. Exactly what I didn't want to see. Spearing knocks one forward, and Donaldson actually got in there. I was just making some tactical change, and Donaldson misses a really good chance. We're going to bring Nicky Maynard on. We're going to go to more of a 4-4-2 formation, and we've got to try, because this could be the loss that ends our unbeaten run. And we have had 50-odd% possession, but we haven't created anything again in this second half, and it really does show how much we are missing McLeod. He's the man who's scored goals from midfield. He's the man who's making assists, and we just haven't really got anyone to match him. Tried to bring Shinnie in, and he's going to have to be the man to do it, I think, because until we get McLeod back, we have struggled to create and score goals. You know, I was asking for 7 points. That's going to be difficult now. I'm not happy about the result. It is going to be difficult to get them 7 points out of the 4 games now. We've got 1 point, so we've got to be looking at 2 wins. And it's not beyond the realms of possibility because we are a good side, but to lose to 20-odd place Huddersfield is not a good result. Well, after the disappointing result, I went and had a little look because obviously we're very, very close to January now. We've got Derby today, and then we've got a day off, and then we play Forest. So this is going to be really, really tough. We've got Lewis McLeod back, which is very good news for the Derby game. We're going to play Doyley and Packwood at the back, and going to bring out Edgar, and Maynard's going to get his chance. Obviously, it's becoming very close to that time where we have to make the decision on Zigic versus Maynard. So I'm going to go back and check the poll, and I'll put a poll in this one, and we'll decide. I mean, Donaldson really hasn't been performing, so I mean, recently he hasn't been performing. We're going to give him a chance here, Maynard, to stake his claim. So, Boxing Day Bonanza, we've had 29 minutes, nothing's happened, and Cottrell's got injured. So, it's time to make a decision. Do we leave Clayton Donaldson out on the right-hand side, or do you put Maynard out? I think we're going to leave Donaldson out on that right-hand side. Once again, though, we've got McLeod back, and that's nice, but we haven't still created anything in the first half. Now, as you can see, 67% of possession, so we are controlling games, and maybe here is the chance. Donaldson in his new right-hand side role, and Eardley looking to get a ball into the box, but he's been caught, and that's what seems to happen a lot. We seem to get caught on the edge of the box and then get broken on, but it has fallen back to us, and McLeod now, can he create something? He's in and around. Duffy looking to come inside, and he's found an opportunity to shoot, and that's a really, really good goal. And Blues have the lead on Boxing Day. Really, really well worked goal in the end, and it's nice to see that we can create goals and score them when we're on top in games. So half time here at St Andrews, and we've had 62% of possession in the first half, and we are 1-0 up. So that's always good news. McLeod is on 76% fitness, so we're just going to try and be careful with him. We've got to manage him, especially with the Forest game. But we've also got to get a result here, because a couple of not so positive results. We want a win here at home to Derby on Boxing Day, but they've got a chance. It's a long throw from Shotton, and Eardley gets ahead on it, but it's only as far as Buxton, and he's played in, and he's missed the ball, and Randolph is the man to pick it up. Good alertness from Randolph. But that could have been a real opportunity for Derby there. They've got them 4 men look at, like forward. They seem to be working in an attacking line. We're giving the ball straight away. And he's onside, that lad there. And it's fallen to Russell. And Russell bangs it, and he's equalised for Derby. Really, really good finish from Johnny Russell. And just like that, it's back level. So we're going into the last 5 minutes. And there's a real lack of chances. I don't know what's going on. We just don't seem to be able to create. And that is the major problem. The ball's coming forward here. McLeod can't win it, but it's as far as spearing. He goes through a man. Davis, and it was 50-50s, and we've lost that, the 50-50s in midfield. And what a ball to Ibe. He was playing for us last season, and he shot wide. That was a real chance. And that's probably going to be the last chance of the game, unless we can win the flick on or something. Donaldson's up there, though, and McLeod can't win the ball. It's a bit of a worry, because we were pretty free scoring coming into the first half of this season. And it's just been December. We just haven't been able to create enough chances to score goals. And the games have been pretty boring to watch. As you can see, game for your game so quickly because there's simply nothing happening. This one's going to be full-time as well at 1-1. Oh, God, unless Bryson puts one into the box and they score. No, cleared away. And surely the referee, we're hoping on him blowing the whistle. There it is. So, yeah, they're the 3 games. We've only got 2 out of 9 points that were available. And we're going to have to go into the Forest game. And Forest, they were top of the table. And I'm guessing they're still pretty close, if not top. They're still second place. I mean, we've held our position at 5th place. But you just think if we'd have won a few games, what would have happened? But we're not too far away from Forest. We're only 11 points behind them. We're not looking for automatic promotion as such, because it's going to be very hard to get that. Obviously not going to rule it out, but we'd have to go on some run to get there. But what we're going to be looking to do is get a good result at Forest now, and that's the one. Creativity is our main problem, I think, and that's what we're going to be looking at in January. With Birmingham City Chairman Pavlos Pavlakis reportedly open to relinquishing control of the club, would you be hoping the status quo to be maintained, or are you keen for a fresh start under new ownership? Now, I don't want to say anything on that, but I would love new owners because it's simply mean more investment, and that's something that we just don't seem to have. It's a very sell-to-buy club here, and it's not great. Don't give us much room for manoeuvre. Damari Gray's future. I don't want to say anything on Damari Gray really either. We have actually offered him a new contract though, and it's a long contract just to try and rope him in. But Duffy, yeah, he played well. But we're hoping, yeah, for Damari Gray to sign his contract. Of course, we've got the Zigic thing there, as you can see. He's going to be finishing his trial, and then it's decision time, which we can make over the next episode before we've got Cambridge in the cup, I think it is. So we'll have a look at that. In terms of tactics, we just really got to hope that some of these players can recover. We're going to have to switch the team up a little bit. The likes of Shinnie maybe coming in for McLeod, who's probably it's too soon for him to play 2 games in 3 days. Clayton Donaldson starting up front. The likes of Grounds, possibly Gleeson. But we'll get into that in a second, and I'll show you the team. A couple of changes going into the Forest game. We're going to start Donaldson up front. Shinnie's going to play instead of McLeod simply because he just wasn't ready. We're going to have Doyley, Packwood, Hall and Grounds either side of him. So there are another couple of changes. In other news, Zigic, Sundowns, whoever they are, South African Premier League club, have actually made a bid for Zigic. Where they're going to get the money to pay his wages, I don't know. But we've also made a bid, simply because if it gets accepted now, then there is the opportunity to sign the player straight away, and hopefully we'd be able to get rid of Nicky Maynard. He wasn't very impressive in the last game, and if I'm totally honest, we can go back. I am erring on the side of Zigic over Nicky Maynard, simply because if we go to the comparison and compare him with Nicky Maynard, just ignoring individual stats, if you look at the whole, Zigic is an all-round player. I can get him for free, probably get him on less wages, and he's a club legend. So they're the sort of things that are coming into my thought process at the moment. We're playing Forest, who are obviously second in the table, so that might take some pressure off us in terms of the attacking sense, because we're not expected to attack, but we might be able to hit them on the break, which would give us more room to play. So hopefully that's what's going to happen, and we can get some sort of good result. Here's a chance for us, hopefully, and Shinnie's got the ball in a decent area on this right-hand side. He finds Grant Hall. The ball's in there, Cottrell, Duffy, chance, it's deflected, and Duffy's there again, and Blues have the lead again. We seem to have this thing over Forest, and it's Grounds how we managed to get into that position. But we have hopefully got another little tick over Forest, and we've got ourselves a lead to hold on to and play with. But it looks like it's going to be a straight attack from kickoff, so we've got to hope that we can nick the ball back, otherwise we could be finding ourselves very much pegged back instantly. But Packwood wins it, Randolph, and that's a lovely ball. Oh no, it doesn't end up being a lovely ball, and here's Chris Berg, who used to play for us obviously last season, pulled back, and Clayton Donaldson's there. Now hopefully he can find a lovely little ball to Cottrell, and if Cottrell can get down this right hand side and hold the ball up long enough for Blues to support in the box, which he has done, he can put it in now. And how has he missed? How has Clayton Donaldson missed from there? It's an unbelievable save. But this game is really open, unlike before, and we do seem to be creating chances, and we're coming forward again, as long as we don't give possession away. Shinnie, he can find a little pass or two, and he does. Clayton Donaldson, that looked like a penalty, not given. Oh, it looked like he got Kirk, Clayton Donaldson, but nothing was given. And now all of a sudden, Forest are trying to get in round the side. Matty Fryatt, and Grant Hall's recovered well, but he's been taken on and skinned, and Fryatt fires one over. So we've finally got a game where there's attacks at both ends, and it looks like we're going to get into half-time at 1-0, which is really, really good. I'm going to say calm, not to get complacent, because we have started well. It's got a good reaction, which is nice. If we are going to have to really, really manage the fitness of the team in the second half, so I'll probably change my tactics. And then we've got 4 players here. Obviously, got to exclude Colin Doyle, really, but Robinson, Riley and Gleeson. Riley and Gleeson may have to come on just to give some fresh legs in that midfield. So Forest have got a chance a minute into the second half, and Frighten, it's a chance for them to put a ball into the box. Here's Ganore, and it's Hunt on the edge. Can he skins one, skins two, finds Chris Burke. Chris Burke whips one across. It's all over the place. Fryatt's just going to tap one in at the back post. Real simple finish. Good combination from Blackstock and Fryatt. And once again, we have been pegged back to a 1-1. I've brought Shinnie and McLeod on just to try and create some chances for us. But that's a lovely ball. And Chris Burke, we know what he can do. And he's going to be looking to do it again. Oh, what a ball. What a ball that is. And what a goal. We literally can't do anything about that if we're not going to close Chris Burke down, because he's going to put some quality into the box, and all of a sudden we're 2-1 down. And Grant Hall's got injured here as well, which is another problem, because we have made 2 substitutions. We can bring Erdley on, but we are lacking in fitness so badly. And in January, we've really got to be looking at getting a few backup players. The ball's flying around in the midfield, and Spearing running around trying to win it for us, but he just won't fall. And Hunt again, chance to finish the game. No, Gleeson and Blues playing their way out of trouble, but then that long ball eventually leads to nothing. Oh, who's injured now? Cottrell's injured now, and we don't have another change that we can make. So we're just going to have to bring him out the way. And we've still got to try and go forward here somehow and try and find an equaliser. So down to 10 men. We are suffering injuries left, right and centre, which I was talking about earlier in the episode. Are they too common? I'm not sure. I do seem to have more injuries than other years. But in other news, we've got a chance here if Gleeson can get the ball off. He does, and there's 4 minutes left, so it's a chance right on the full-time whistle. We could really do with a positive result, and a draw would be a positive result. Finds Erdley, but he has no support out there, obviously, because Cottrell's had to come off, and he's lost possession. And now we are short on that left-hand side, so it's kind of a 3v3 situation as Matty Fright. We've got some players back now. The Fright into Updurn, back to Matty Fright, chance to whip one in. No, well worked from Forest, and Randolph's made the save. We have already taken 3 points off Forest this season, so that was a good result. But and there's a third, so that's definitely a loss now. But you take 3 points out of 2 games against Forest when they're in the automatic promotion. It's just a bit frustrating because we're not in the greatest of form right now. The episode hasn't gone to plan. The 7-point plan has not worked. We've lost 2 and drawn 2, so no wins. That's 2 points out of, 12 possible available points. I mean, the only benefit is that we are still in and around that promotion zone. So we'll have a look after this game where we are actually. I believe we'll still be around 6th unless something bad has happened and other teams have picked up points which have gone against us. We are 6th, so we're still there and thereabouts, which is the main thing. As long as we finish in the playoffs at the end of the season, I'll be absolutely delighted. I'm going to leave the episode there. A few little things that we need to talk about after the episode is Zigic or Maynard, or I'm going to have a look at other potential signings as well. Any of you guys have got suggestions? I saw the one guy said McNair, who plays for centre-back, he's Manu centre-back, I believe. I'll have a little look at him, but centre-backs I think we're okay for. I think we just need another backup creative midfielder, young creative midfielder, and possibly we need a striker, really, like one striker that is going to score us goals, something like Jordan Rhodes. Obviously we haven't got the money unless the takeover happens. But we'll have a look around, see what's on the market. Zigic isn't set in stone. Maynard doesn't have to be set in stone. We can get rid of both of them if we like, and try and find another striker who's going to score his goals come the second half of this season. But that's the episode for today. A fairly unsuccessful one, but thank you guys as always for your support and watching. Please like, rate, and subscribe, and leave comments. That would be amazing. And until next time, thank you very much, guys.